welcome back to Jade Classes. I am Manideepa, your English educator. So with me, today you are going to do a new lesson. The name of the chapter is Tom Loses a Tooth, and this is for the class 9 students of West Bengal board. So be with me. I will try to explain this prose piece line by line, word by word. So listen to me carefully. Let's start. So the title of the story is Tom Loses a Tooth. That means teeth, tooth. Okay. So Tom, he loses a tooth. So teeth is the plural form and tooth is the singular form. Okay. So Tom loses a tooth. So let us see what happens in the story. Mark Twain, 1835 to 1910. So Mark Twain, he was born in 1835 and he passed away in 1910. Pseudonym means pen name. Okay, the pseudonym of Samuel Langhorne Clemens was an American author and humorist. Okay, so Mark Twain, he was a famous writer from America, and his real name was Samuel Langhorne Clemens. Okay, and Mark Twain was just his pen name. Okay, pen name means pseudonym. Okay, so Mark Twain was his pen name and a pseudonym, and he wrote, okay, funny stories, that is humorist stories. Okay, so he was a humorist, so he wrote funny stories too. He wrote The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and its sequel, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Okay, so Mark Twain, he had written many stories. He wrote the famous book named The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. So it was written in parts. Okay, sequels means part by part. Okay, and he has also written The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. He helped to create and popularize a distinctive line of American literature based on American themes and language. Okay, and Mark Twain made American writings very popular. How? Okay, he used local American stories, ideas, and everyday language. The text is an extract from Mark Twain's novel, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. So the story that we are going to read now is an extract, means it's a small part which is taken from the famous book, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. The story is about the childhood pranks of a young boy who is looking for ways to avoid going to school, but is caught in his own trap. Now, what is the story about? The story is about a naughty young boy whose name is Tom, who tries to find out different types of excuses so that he can skip school. He don't need to go to school. But at the last, what happens? He gets trapped in his own plan. Okay, how? Okay, what happens in the story? So let us read the story line by line. Okay, and I will explain to you that how it happens. Okay, so now let's start the main story. Tom always found Monday mornings to be miserable. Okay, so Tom never liked Monday mornings. Okay, so this Monday mornings made him very sad, okay, and very unhappy. Okay, why? Okay, so why? Okay, Monday morning made him very sad and unhappy. Monday began another week's slow suffering in school. Because Monday means the beginning of a week. Okay, so it's another long, boring week of going to school. Okay, Tom felt, okay, school to be a torturous place. Okay, where he suffers. Okay, so he doesn't like to go to school. Tom lay thinking, and Tom was lying. It was Monday morning. Tom was lying in his bed and he was thinking of a plan. Okay, because he wants to avoid school, so he was thinking of a plan. Okay. Presently, he wished that he was sick. At that moment, he wished, okay, that, if he was unwell. Okay, আজকে যদি জ্বর হতো আমার, আজকে যদি পেট ব্যথা হতো আমার. Okay, so at that moment he wished, okay, he were unwell or sick. Then he could stay home from school. আজকে যদি জ্বর হতো, পেট ব্যথা হতো, then he would have stayed at school. School যেতে হতো না. He investigated his body with the hope of finding some ailment. Now, investigated means he checked, okay, his body carefully. Okay, why? In the hope of finding some illness, okay, or finding some pain. Okay, so jetake she samne rekhe, okay, he could avoid going to school. He thought that he had found symptoms of stomach trouble, and he felt, okay, a little something in his stomach. Okay, and he thought he found symptoms, means sign, okay, of stomach ache. Stomach ache means pete ব্যথা হচ্ছে. Okay, মনে হচ্ছে যেন একটু একটু পেটে ব্যথা হচ্ছে. He began to grow hopeful. Okay, একটু একটু পেটে ব্যথা হচ্ছে, বাস ওটা একটা বাহানা মারা যাবে. Okay, so he began to grow hopeful. So Tom started to feel happy and hopeful, okay, that his plan to skip school, okay, it might work out. However, the symptoms soon grew feeble and wholly went away. Okay, but very soon, so this mild stomach pain, okay, it became very feeble, means very weak, okay, and then it completely disappeared. Pet ব্যথা আর নেই. Tom thought further. Now Tom did not give up. Okay, now he started to think about another idea. Okay, arekta ki bahana kora jay. Okay, so he started to think of another idea. Suddenly he discovered something. Okay, and suddenly he found something new. One of his upper front teeth was loose. Okay, so he noticed that one of his front teeth on the upper jaw, okay, it was loose. Okay, it was shaking. He felt lucky. Okay, so he thought that he was lucky, okay, that he could find something. He was about to groan when it occurred to him that if Aunt Polly was to know, she would surely pull it out and that would hurt. Okay, that batha bole. So he was about to start, okay, crying in pain, groaning. Okay, into hut kore or mone pollo, but then he suddenly, okay, remembered, means it came to him that if Aunt Polly found about the loose tooth, যে আন্ট পলি যদি এই ওকে মানে লুজ টুথটার ব্যাপারে জানতে পারে, she would pull it out and that would really cause a lot of pain, and she will pull it out, okay, আন্ট পলি ওকে ওটাকে টেনে বার করে দেবে and it will then really pain. Tom thought he would hold the tooth in reserve for the present. So Tom, okay, don't like to take a risk. Okay, Tom decided now to use the loose tooth. Okay, not to use. Okay, this loose tooth. Okay, the excuse of this loose tooth right now. Okay, যে এটা ভাই একটু সাইডে রাখি, দেখি অন্য কিছু পাওয়া যায় কিনা. He kept it saved for later. Okay, যে এটাকে আমি পরে ইউজ করতে পারবো. Okay, he kept it in reserve. He remembered hearing from a doctor that a certain ailment could lay up a patient for 3 days and make him lose a finger. Okay, so then he remembered a doctor saying, okay, that a particular ailment, a particular room, okay, could keep a patient in bed for 3 days. Okay, যে এরকম একটা পার্টিকুলার রোগ, সো যেটাতে পেশেন্ট 3 দিন সমানে বিছানায় থাকবে, ওকে, অ্যান্ড ইট উড ইভেন মেক হিম টু লুজ আ ফিঙ্গার, আর হয়তোবা আঙ্গুল কেটেও বাদ দিতে হতে পারে. He eagerly drew his sore toe from under the sheet and held it up for inspection. Okay, so excitedly, what did Tom do? So Tom pulled his painful toe, and a sore toe মানে হচ্ছে painful toe, from under the bed sheet, okay, and lifted it, পা তুললো, okay, to examine it closely. Okay, to inspect it means ভালো করে দেখার জন্য ওরকম বেড কভারের নিচে থেকে পাটা তুললো. He did not know the necessary symptoms. Okay, but he does not actually know, okay, that what the real sign of that illness were. Okay, তো ও যে ইলনেসটা সম্বন্ধে শুনেছিল ডক্টর থেকে, so he does not actually know what the real signs were. Okay, মানে ওই রোগটা হলে কি কি symptom হয়, okay, he doesn't know about it. However, it seemed like a good chance. So still he thought that using his toe as an excuse, okay, it's a good chance, means it's a very good opportunity. Tom fell to groaning. Okay, but Tom, okay, he started exercising his plan. So Tom fell to groaning, means Tom started making loud painful sound. Groaning মানে হচ্ছে so when you make a loud painful sound, okay, to pretend, okay, so why he was groaning? To pretend, okay, that he was hurting, okay, your ব্যথা লাগছে, so that is why, okay, ওটা দেখানোর জন্য বোঝানোর জন্য he was groaning. But his brother Sid slept on. Okay, but his brother Sid, so who was sleeping next to him, okay, did not wake up and he kept sleeping. Tom groaned louder. Now Tom started making even louder sounds of pain. Okay, আরো জোরে জোরে groan, আরো জোরে জোরে groan করতে লাগলো. He fancied that he began to feel pain in his toe, and he started to imagine, okay, that he was actually having pain in his toe. He started to believe that he was actually having pain in his toe. No response came from Sid. Although Tom was groaning now, okay, but Sid did not wake up. Okay, so no answer or no reply was there from Sid. Tom then started a succession of growth. Succession of growth means একটার পর একটা ওরকম ভাবে একটার পর একটা আওয়াজ যখন বের কর। So Tom then started crying out, okay, and making painful sounds one after another. Okay, that is succession means one after another. However, Sid snored on. এত আওয়াজ করার পরও Sid did not wake up. Okay, so Sid was deep in his sleep. Okay, and he was snoring, নাক ডাকছে, নাক ডেকে Sid ঘুমোচ্ছে। Tom became excited. Okay, now Tom grew restless. He became impatient. Okay, কারণ Sid যতক্ষণ অবধি না উঠবে, okay, ঘুম থেকে না উঠবে, his plan was not going to work. He said, Sid, and shook him. So now Tom called out his brother's name twice. দুবার ডাকলো, Sid, okay, and after that, okay, ধাক্কা মারতে লাগলো, okay, manually moved him back and forth, okay, so এরকম ভাবে ধাক্কা দিল to wake him up. This course worked well. Okay, now এটাকে, okay, this plan of action, this course means this plan of action, okay, মানে okay ধাক্কা মেরে ওঠানো, it perfectly worked. Okay, and Sid woke up. Sid yawned, then raising himself on his elbow, stared at Tom. Tom went on groaning. Okay, so Sid woke up, hi tullo, okay, he yawned, then leaned on his arm. এই বিছানায় শুয়ে আমরা এরকম ভাবে করি না? So he leaned on his arm and looked closely at Tom. আর Tom এর দিকে দেখলো। Okay, আর meanwhile Tom কি করছিল? He was making loud, painful sound. Okay, he was groaning. Sid said, Tom, say, Tom. Okay, no response. Now Sid called out Tom's name twice. Okay, Tom, but Tom pretended not to hear him. Okay, and Tom did not answer him. Here, Tom. Okay, what is the matter, Tom? Okay, so Sid tried again to get the attention of Tom. Okay, so he asked Tom again that what is wrong? Okay, so what is wrong with you? Sid shook him and looked in his face anxiously. So Sid gently shook Tom, okay, to wake him up properly, okay, and looked at Tom's face, okay, with an anxiety. Okay, with anxiety means with a lot of worry. Tom moaned out, oh, don't, Sid, don't shake me. Okay, but Tom made a low crying sound. He moaned means he made a low crying sound and, okay, said, okay, and he said to Sid, okay, that, oh, Sid, don't shake me, that এরকম ভাবে ধাক্কা মারিস না। Why, what's the matter, Tom? I must call auntie. Okay, now Sid said that, what happened? Okay, auntie ke dekhe aani, okay, for help. No, never mind, it will be over by and by, maybe, don't call anybody. Okay, but Tom, he pretended to be very brave, okay, and said that na dorkar nei, no, it's okay, okay, pain hoyto ba chole jabe, dhire dhire chole jabe, okay, the pain might go away slowly after some time. Okay, don't disturb anybody, Aunt Polly ke disturb kora dorkar nei. But I must, don't groan so, Tom, it's awful. How long have you been this way? Okay, but Sid insisted on getting help. Okay, he told Tom, okay, that he's crying, that he is sounding terrible. Okay, that I must inform Aunt Polly. Okay, কারণ এইভাবে কাঁদছিস, okay, so you are groaning in this way, তার মানে খুব ব্যথা হচ্ছে। And Sid asked Tom, okay, that how long he had been suffering like that, যে কতক্ষণ ধরে এরকম হচ্ছে। ওকে, আওয়ার্স, ওকে বলছে প্রায় অনেকক্ষণ ধরে, ওকে অনেক ঘন্টা ধরে হচ্ছে। আউচ, ওকে, oh don't tire so Sid, okay, you will kill me. Clear? So Tom lied over here, okay, that pain অনেক ঘন্টা ধরে হচ্ছে, and he told Sid not to move him. Tire means not to move him, okay, around the bed so much, because movement করলে okay pain বাড়ছে. Is it clear? So this movement is causing okay more pain to him. Tom, why did not you wake me sooner? Oh Tom, you aren't dying, are you? Don't, Tom, oh don't. Okay, now Sid felt guilty, and he asked that, okay, why you did not wake me earlier? Okay, and Sid here so got terrified. Clear? He asked Tom, okay, that you're not going to die, Tom. Okay, so don't leave. Okay, that means don't leave us, don't die. I forgive everybody, Sid. Tell them so. But Tom was a very good actor. So Tom started to act as if he is dying. Okay, and he pretended that he is forgiving everyone. Okay, for any bad things okay that he did to him. Okay, Sid had to rush to call help. Okay, but by this time, so Sid quickly ran out of the room, okay, to call for help. Tom's imagination was working perfectly, and now, and his groans had gathered a genuine tone. Now Tom's fake plan, okay, it was going on well, okay, and he imagined, okay, that he is really in pain. Okay, so because of this, his fake crying, okay, it started to sound completely real. Okay, it seemed as if he was really in pain and he was groaning. Okay, it's his groaning sound, okay, and sounded very genuine. Meanwhile, Sid flew downstairs and said, and meantime Sid he flew downstairs and he said, oh Aunt Polly, come, Tom is dying. Okay, the Sid ran very fast. He went downstairs and he screamed, he shouted to Aunt Polly that Aunt Polly, come fast, okay, because Tom is dying. Dying? Yes. Okay, don't wait, come quickly. Now Aunt Polly was shocked and she repeated the words, keep dying? Okay, but the Sid urged her not to waste time. Time নষ্ট করো না, তাড়াতাড়ি এসো ওপরে, তাড়াতাড়ি এসো. What rubbish, I don't believe it. Okay, and Aunt Polly thought that it was totally nonsense. Okay, and she okay does not believe that Tom is actually dying. She flew upstairs with Sid and Mary, Tom's cousin. Okay, and Aunt Polly ran upstairs quickly. Okay, and Sid and Mary was Tom's cousin, so they were beside her. Her face grew pale and her lips trembled. Aunt Polly became so worried that her face lost its color. Okay, it grew pale and her lips okay were shaking, means her lips were trembling, shaking with fear. When she reached the bedside, she gasped out. So when she reached Tom's bedside, so she was breathing heavily, okay, out of fear. Okay, Tom, what's the matter with you? And she, in an urgent tone, she asked Tom that, Tom, what is wrong with you? Oh, Auntie, what is the matter with you, child? And Tom started to speak dramatically that, oh Auntie, I am Okay, and Aunt Polly cut him off and demanded to know that what is wrong. She wants to know that what is wrong. Oh, auntie, my toe is paining. Okay, and now he pretended that the toe on his foot was hurting him very badly. The old lady sank into a chair. She laughed a little, then cried a little. So hearing this, that Tom's toe is just a hurting. So Aunt Polly sat down on a chair. Means she sank into a chair out of pure relief that no, it's not anything so serious. She quickly realized that Tom was pretending. Bahana marche. She felt like laughing at his trick because it was so silly. But then she also felt like crying because he had frightened her so much. Ato bhoy pai diyechilo with the fake news of his death. Then she said, so after that Aunt Polly, so she spoke to Tom. Tom, what a shock you did give me. That Tom, you have just scared me. Now shut up the nonsense and get out of this. Now, stop this silly behavior, stop this nonsense and get out of the bed immediately. The groans ceased, the toe pain vanished. At Jaymatro, Aunt Polly ordered Polo to get out of the bed. So Tom stopped groaning and her pain bond hoye gelo. And the pain also ceased, means stopped. Clear? So the pain disappeared. Tom felt a little foolish and said, so Tom ekটু বোকা হয়ে গেল. Why? Because his plan failed. And he said, Aunt Polly, how my tooth aches. So নতুন excuse that Aunt Polly কি দাঁতে ব্যথা হচ্ছে. How my tooth aches. The pain is more than that in my toe. যে পায়ে যতটা ব্যথা এখানে ততটা বেশি ব্যথা. So he quickly made up a new excuse saying that his tooth was hurting a lot more than his toe. Your tooth, indeed. What's the matter with your tooth? Now Aunt Polly, so she said, Acha, tooth. So what's wrong with your tooth? One of them is loose and it aches awfully. যে একটা দাঁত লুজ হয়ে গেছে, প্রচন্ড ব্যথা হচ্ছে. Clear? So Tom replies that one of the tooth was loose and it was hurting very badly. There now, don't begin that groaning again. So Aunt Polly said, acha. আবার এই কান্নাকাটি করতে শুরু করো না. Don't begin your groaning again. Open your mouth. So open your mouth. Your tooth is loose, but you are not going to die for that. হ্যাঁ, দাঁত লুজ আছে, কিন্তু দাঁত লুজ হলে কেউ মরে যায় না. So your tooth is loose, but you are not going to die for that. Mary, get me a silk thread. And Aunt Polly ordered Mary, that is Tom's cousin, to bring a silk thread. Tom said, oh please auntie, don't pull it out. It does not hurt anymore. Now Tom so Tom got scared and বলছে না auntie please টেনে বার করো না. So don't pull it out. Clear? It does not hurt anymore. দেখো ব্যথাটা একদম চলে গেছে আর ব্যথা একদম চলে গেছে আর টেনে বার করতে হবে না. Please auntie, I don't want you to stay at home from school. That please auntie আমাকে ছেড়ে দাও. I don't want to stay at home. I'm ready to go to school. So all this was because you wanted to stay home from school and go fishing. So now Aunt understood আচ্ছা এসব বাহানা দেওয়া হচ্ছিল so that you can stay at home, okay, and go for fishing. Okay, Tom, I love you so much and you try to break my heart in every way with your naughtiness. Okay, and Aunt Polly said very sadly that Tom, okay, আমি তোমায় এত ভালোবাসি, I love you so much, okay, but you always hurt my feelings, okay, but you are always naughty and with your naughtiness, so you hurt my feelings. By this time the dental instrument was ready. Okay, now while Aunt Polly was talking with Tom, by this time, okay, the dental instrument means the silk thread, okay, so the simple tool by which to pull out Tom's tooth, so it was ready. The old lady fastened one end of the silk thread to Tom's tooth and the other end to the bedpost. Okay, now what did Aunt Polly do? So Aunt Polly tied, means fastened one end of the silk thread tightly around Tom's loose tooth and the other end to the bedpost. Bedpost মানে হচ্ছে গিয়ে the wooden pillar of the bed, ওই যেটার মধ্যে আমরা মশারি ফশারি টাঙাই না, ওই wooden pillarটা. Okay, he pulled and the tooth hung dangling by the post. Now she pulled back quickly and the tooth came out and it was hanging and swinging, okay, by the bedpost or from the bedpost. Tom now had a gap in his upper row of teeth. Okay, so now Tom is having a gap, okay, empty space, okay, in the upper row, okay, of teeth. This enabled him to smile in a new and admirable way, and this empty space made him to smile, okay, made his smile, okay, look differently, and it means এখন যখন হাসছে, so it looks quite different and funny. Okay, so which allowed him to show a new kind of interesting smile, okay, and he had used it, okay, to show a new kind of interesting smile. So Tom is so naughty that whatever happens with him, so he tries to make it in a naughty way, okay, clear? So that পোকরা হয়ে গেছে, সেটাকেও he had turned into an interesting smile. Okay, so naughty, okay, but so loving a boy. Okay, so here we complete the explanation of the story Tom loses a tooth. Hope you have understood the story. If not, comment box is there. Okay, so let me know and I will try to help you once again. For the time being now, goodbye. And yes, before going away, reminding you once again, don't forget to subscribe Jade Classes, because I'm very sure Jade Classes is helping you in some way. Okay, goodbye.